I'm Joakim and I make apps. In 2024 I published 2 apps, Lawn Cards and Love Fuel, and I built lawn cards for my wife. Together with my friend Thomas, we're doing a 90-day sprint. In these 90 days, we have to make enough money with our startups to, well, pay rent and food. Now, if you don't manage in these 90 days, our savings run out and we have to go back to our living hell corporate jobs. Since we only have 90 days from start to end, we have to take big risks and work fast. Welcome to Founder's Gamble. Today I have to take potentially the biggest risk of the whole series. I will be gambling everything that I have on this, an app that challenges couples on 24 themed dates while taking pictures and creating a nice memory scrapbook. But I have a dilemma. Do I take the blue pill and build this feature inside my existing couples app, or do I take the red pill and build a new couples app? Now it's time for the big decision. If I choose wrong, these 90 days could be wasted, so I ask for help in the comments. But I only have 59 subscribers, so well, it's a bit of a dead end. And when you're a solo founder, this is gonna happen a lot. You're all alone, and that's also why I'm hoping to build a community here on YouTube. So yeah, maybe join in? No. You know what I'll do? I'll take a drive. I think best when I'm driving. So... Now, can we build this new feature inside Love Fuel? No, we cannot. Why? Well, it's very simple. Love Fuel is a serious app. This is not. Since there's 2 different marketing cases and 2 different business cases for that reason, I don't think that I can justify building this new feature inside Love Fuel. We will do the proper thing, the hard thing, the difficult thing, the starting over from new thing. Luckily, this means that we can use my beloved framework. So while I'm working, I want to talk about this framework because it is an absolute lifesaver. Okay? 2 years ago, realized that most apps have the same features. We're talking settings, home screen, login flow, profile screen. All of that is the same. So what I did last summer was building a blank canvas, aka a blank app, a default app, the app that is all other apps. Now this is particularly great because I don't have to start over right now. I'm starting with 10,000 lines of code. What you see right here is a personal framework. Now come potentially one of the hardest parts about making a new product, naming it. Why is it the most difficult thing? Because I found out I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I do not settle for a bad name. And when you are a solo founder, it's even more difficult because no one cares as much about the name as you do. That's the deed of the solo founder, right? Is to take all those things on your own shoulder, care about them even when other people don't care, and continue to do your best. In the past, I've actually acquired help naming just about anything you can think of. Love Fuel didn't make that name myself. My cousin did. Lawn Cards also didn't make that name myself. That was Juliana. I think it is fair to say I am a tad bit nervous for this task. Time for an iPad brainstorm. I didn't bring the iPad. You just know you hate what you're about to do when you decide to procrastinate by cleaning. That to me is always just a low point. It's also always just almost a permanent decision, right? Have your parents ever renamed you after birth? I don't think so. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten to actually show you the new app. It'll be just after this. My goal tonight is quite simple. I want to have 3 different names I can choose between until tomorrow. Yep, it's now 2 AM. And I don't know how that happened. I just hate finding names. It's just the hardest thing in the entire world. But my many hours are not a complete waste. I do have a few candidates. The first candidate is Unknown Adventures. To date, Date Dash, Love Lane, and Unknown Lane. And of these, my favorite might be Love Lane, just because of the path we have inside the app, and it kind of like makes sense. Nevertheless, I am not gonna continue looking at names right now. I'm gonna do something slightly different. So instead of picking a name based on how it sounds, I'm gonna make a couple logos for each name and then decide on the combination of the name and the logo. And who knows, maybe while making one of the logos, I'll have an even better idea than these. Yeah, but that will be tomorrow. Alright, logos. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty shit at this. I'm not a designer, I don't know how to design, but I'm doing it anyways, okay? We have the fuck-ups. Usable ones. Remember, this is just sketches, so this is usable enough to redesign properly inside the designing program. We'll do that in a minute. Crikey. This one, to date, also, I don't know how I fucked that up. But now we come to my two absolute favorite ones. A treasure map. A treasure map, you go out, you uncover something. I designed a couple of different versions of treasure maps. Both of these are going up here. Do you know why? Because the goddamn God tier. We're making a new tier, people. Just straight up God tier. We dislike all of these. Let's go to the computer and see what we can do. Give me a second, I have to answer my comments. Here's the thing, I answer all of them, so join the community and tell about your startup. I think that absolutely nobody tells you about being a solo founder is that sometimes you just gotta say, screw it and learn something new. This is one of these cases. I need to be able to create better brand assets. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna buy Procreate, then I'm gonna teach myself that in the next half an hour, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna actually design all the new icons inside Procreate. And that, my friends, is a very, very real solo founder situation. Sometimes you just have to learn things out of thin air with no help. So if you wanna start a company yourself, be aware this will happen. Instead of running away from it or doing the easy thing, spend that half an hour, because no one can ever take away what you've already learned. Guys, you know what I didn't plan for? I didn't plan for this to take half an hour to download. What the hell? Okay, yeah. What is this? Okay. Okay. I like this icon the most, and I like it so much more than any of the names. I'm gonna start designing these. Good news, end up learning Procreate. At least learn it enough to make the first icon. Bad news, I've only made one icon and it's already getting pretty late. However, the one icon I have made is absolutely perfect. I might not even make a second one. I might just make different versions of this same one. It's that good. Look at this. I really like the playfulness of this icon. It fits very well with this themed match. Do you know what would help me choose? If I added the logo inside the app to try and actually feel them in my hand. Wait a minute. This is the first time we're using the app on the phone. The login works. The home screen, right there. Notification screen, also working. Explore screen, also functional. It's empty, but it's functional. Profile screen, loads my profile image, all of that. Settings, ooh, this is a big one. Also working. Edit profile, also working. And this is what I meant by I said that having a framework is nice. Now we have all this going already. I didn't have to do any extra coding. This is 10,500 lines of code done in the matter of minutes. This is looking good. It certainly doesn't look like it was made by someone who did half an hour of YouTube Academy. Yeah, I would definitely say that this new logo is hitting the vibe we want to go for. It's playful, it's fun, but it's also still an adventure. What is more mysterious than a treasure map? I don't know. Also, I like pirates. That being said, we should definitely call Thomas right now and just shove this in his face. Absolutely, yeah. Yesterday night, I spent many hours until 2:30 or something like that, creating a name.
You spent that many hours in creating a name? No,
I promise you, it is the worst thing.
It's the best part.
I don't want to be toxic, but you're delusional. What the hell do you mean the naming is the best part? Okay. You know the concept of my app. Give me a name, buddy.
Yeah, I have one.
Please don't be good.
Imagine I pull out like the perfect one. All right. Honestly, about a name, what about Venture Map?
The word map is freaking genius. Venture sucks. Adventure maps work.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Adventure Map or something like it.
Is this the first time Thomas has been cooking?
Okay. Listen, I've been sitting here for how much? 10 minutes? And you already been like, oh my god, Thomas, this is genius.
Okay, so you want to call it adventure maps.
Something like that. Or I wanted to avoid adventure maps because I feel like it could be a little... It's not as like memorable. I thought it has kind of like... Venture map sounded more like aha, or like thrill map, or...
What about just date maps? Date map is fucking good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Date map is really good. See, this is the thing about solo founding, right? All the ideas you have in your own head, you need someone to do insanity checks with. If you don't have someone to do insanity checks with, it's hard to continue. I've been doing this for years now. I can say it as an experienced insanity decayer, you need someone.
I might not have said anything crazy, just the fact that you come in with new eyes, or I come in with new eyes, just kind of changes your own perspective, which is...
Why is that when you say eyes, my light go out? Is that some kind of curse? I don't know. That seems weird.
I think it is.
Hi again. Yesterday night, when I spoke to Thomas, he gave me the idea to change the name from one of the ones that I just worked so hard to find to Date Map. And I gotta say, Thomas is right. Date Map is such a good name. So we will absolutely be stealing that immediately. Now, that does have an effect on the design. Because right now we were having a path or a lane. So this morning, I kinda came up with a new idea. Watch this. Before we had the path and now we have the map. It's way more interactive. It's gonna be a map that you can drag around and zoom and you're gonna find your next quest in. I think it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more unique at least. So despite us only being in the second episode or only a week into the project, we will already be changing the design. But this is hopefully the last time. This might come back to bite me, but this should be the last time that we're changing it, at least until the app is done. Now, one way to make sure that the app is done before I change the design again is to code the app incredibly fast. So in the next episode, I'll build the entire app. YouTube thinks you will like this video, so please give it a watch because that's how the algorithm works. See you!